What is happening, Magnus sites? So I was sent this. I was tagged, and I can only assume is because people know that I like Trump. I find him to be very entertaining and funny. I personally do think that things were better when he was in office. If I were voting, I would vote for him this upcoming election. But I think people think that I don't know, maybe somehow afraid or won't talk about anything that he's done that I may not agree with, or if it's a F up of his, or I already talked about Diamond and Silk. Don't let me get going on that again. He also pushed and remember that Clorox comment? Remember that bleach comment? But anyway, let's check this out. This is on a page called Kamala's Wins. This is on the Twitters. And so it says here, breaking, in a stunning moment, Donald Trump completely fails to understand the question he's asked and rambles on incoherently. It's clear Donald Trump has lost his mental capacity. What? Retweet to make sure all Americans see this and know Trump is senile. Stop. Kamala was rambling the other night in that interview and couldn't answer the questions about what she was going to do day one. Stop. So I guess they both senile, but let's check this out. You got to give me more examples than that, than one, because that means they both senile, so they both shouldn't be running, right? Oh, God.
If you win in November, can you commit to prioritizing legislation to make childcare affordable? And if so, what specific piece of legislation will you advance?
Well, I would do that, and we're sitting down. I was we had Senator Marco Rubio, and my daughter Ivanka was so impactful on that issue. It's a very important issue. But I think when you talk about the kind of numbers that I'm talking about, because look, childcare is childcare. There's something, you have to have it. In this country, you have to have it. But when you talk about those numbers compared to the kind of numbers that I'm talking about, taxing foreign nations at levels that they're not used to, but they'll get used to it very quickly. And it's not going to stop them from doing business with us, but they'll have a very substantial tax when they send product into
They talking about other countries?
Those numbers are so much bigger than any numbers that we're talking about, including childcare, that it's going to take care. We're going to have, I look forward to having no deficits within a fairly short period of time, coupled with the reductions that I told you about on waste and fraud and all of the other things that are going on in our country. Because I have to stay with childcare. I want to stay with childcare, but those numbers are small relative to the kind of economic numbers that I'm talking about, including growth, but growth also headed up by what the plan is that I just told you about. We're going to be taking in trillions of dollars, and as much as child care is talked about as being expensive, it's relatively speaking not very expensive compared to the kind of numbers we'll be taking in. We're going to make this into an incredible country that can afford to take care of its people, and then we'll worry about the rest of the world. Let's help other people. But we're going to take care of our country first. This is about America first. It's about make America great again. We have to do it because right now we're a failing nation. So we'll take care of it. Thank you. Very good question. Thank you.
Well, he tried. A little bit there at the end. He wants to make it affordable. But no, that's nowhere near what Biden was doing. And even Kamala's rambling the other day. Her word salad of the other day about day one, that's nowhere near Joe Biden. They both just didn't answer the question. That's it. Period, point blank. People be reaching. He may not have been specifically clear about it, but he did talk about it. It just came in kind of like at the end. He tried. It just, I don't think it was completely clear. That's what I'm, he touched on a little bit of what he wanted to do. But yeah, that's it. I'm not, I'm not swayed either way. I still think he's the better choice. 10 million subscribers. Let me know what y'all think. Woo!